What Focus is, it's a Catholic nonprofit organization that is focusing on re-winning our college students for Jesus Christ and engaging them in a lifelong Catholic mission.
Basically what we do as Focus Missionaries is we come onto campus and work with the students that are involved already and reach out and develop relationships to equip them to be better disciples of Christ and to lead them into a relationship with Jesus.
Get them really in front of Jesus any way we can think of, and that looks like Bible study, that looks like inviting them to adoration, inviting them to Mass, inviting them to Focus events, like we have a big conference every December.
We can start to build them up in their own relationship with Christ, share the gospel with them, invite them to make Jesus the center of their life, and really walk with them as they're doing that. So teaching them how to pray, encouraging them to come to daily Mass with us, encouraging them to frequent reconciliation and the other sacraments, and building them up in that relationship as much as we can so that we can then send them out to go do the same thing.
The model that we follow to do that in evangelization is the one that was left by the Masters, Jesus, which is intentional friendships with a few so that they can in turn have intentional friendships with others.
The goal of Focus is to kind of get back to that small scale evangelization, just finding a few people that we can really invest in so that they can find a few people, and so that every person in this long chain has somebody that is knowing them, loving them, investing in them.
Do things like spontaneous jam sessions throughout the week. We have intramural games that we play with them. We have Bible studies that we're leading right now currently, which I'm super excited about. So as missionaries, we have this idea of formation, which is the concept of forming our hearts and our minds to that of Jesus's.
The sum of all that we do flows from our prayer life and through the sacraments and through our relationship with Jesus. So we actually, even though we're the hands and feet, God's using us as instruments to reach these students. Ultimately, it's God's grace through prayer and through praying for this campus and for the students that's allowing us to have conversions happen.
Focus definitely stresses that everything we do as missionaries has to spring from that divine intimacy that we have with the Lord, because they know that we can't give what we don't have. So if we don't have a relationship with Christ, there's no way that we can share that with our students.
As kind of part of being a Focus missionary is attending daily Mass, praying a holy hour every day. And yeah, we also study scripture regularly. We have a reading plan of sacred text, and just kind of being a good example of virtuous living for our students, and just so that we grow in that way as well.
It seems like we're getting our name out there on campus, because every single week the missionary team goes out on campus and just tries to bear hand and talk to different students and encounter different people so that we can invite them to the Newman Center. And yeah, it seems like people are coming up to us now and realizing that ECU Newman is actually on campus, and they're becoming more and more aware of us.
It's typical for a expansion campus, this is our first year at East Carolina University. So typically for an expansion campus like ours, it takes a while to get the ball rolling. But our chaplain really primed our students to be really ready for us to get there.
Through time, I feel like students are going to start to understand what their purpose in life is and understand the gospel message. And through that, students are going to see the joy that they are experiencing through our community and through the sacraments, through our prayers. So they're going to want to start to branch out and reach other students and invite them through Bible studies.
In the future, at least in the short term, we're hoping really to be able to raise up some students as those key leaders so that they can start leading their own Bible studies as well, so that we can have even more Bible studies happening on campus.
Right now, we're just laying the foundation for these students and teaching them about Focus's big three, which is sobriety, excellence, and chastity, the big three virtues that we try to live out as missionaries. And in doing that, we've been able to find some leaders that we can teach these virtues to. So yeah, I think in the next year or so, we'll definitely have a lot of disciples who can go out and share these virtues with other students, and in turn just continue to grow the Catholic community on campus.